when you're trying to build something for yourself in life, you're just trying to get somewhere in life, and you have that go get mentality. A lot of the times, you'll get to realizing that you just have to do things yourself, right? So, an example I can give is the one I speak about this in every video. But I promise, guys, like once I'm out of like this season of my life, I'll speak about other things, and you'll miss me speaking about this. So, I hope you guys like it's not getting too much for you. But speaking about building a friend group, right? So, like I've spoken about this so many times. Like I've always wanted to have like a friend group, like-minded guys. You're on self-improvement. You work towards something. Go through life together, right? Like I wanted that, and it would have been nice to just meet. You just meet like one guy, and he's got like a couple of like he's already got the group built, and you're just being added into that. But I realized very quickly that life doesn't really work that way. If you wait like that, you're gonna be waiting forever, right? So you get to a point where you just have to build it yourself. Like I realized that I just have to build it myself. Like last year, I was just like, okay, like I was looking for groups online, like I could join and see, and I realized that I'm just gonna have to go out and like look, and I'm gonna have to take the initiative, go out to look in Discord groups of people who watch like YouTube channels of like people that would probably be like me, right? Like self-improvement channels, Christian channels, whatever it is, right? And I go into the Discords, look for people, and like try to build a friend group. I've kind of built like a group of guys. I have like a close, yeah, I have like a couple of guys I'm close with within the group. Um, but like I realized like I have to build it myself, right? Because the reality is that they just like there are other people out there who want that. Like there's so many people out there who want to have like a group of friends. Like who doesn't want to have a group of friends? Like come on, it's the best thing in the world, right? It's the best thing in the world. But yeah, the people out there, everyone like they want to have something like that, but no one has like the courage to do it. No one has the drive to go and do it. Like it's hard. It is hard. I've been telling you guys like this year how difficult it's been for me. Like just trying to build like a good friend group in real life. Like it's difficult meeting people, going through all the people, going to all the events, meeting all these people and everything, and trying to build it. But again, for me, it's only been like 2 months, so I can't really like make too many judgments. But again, it's difficult, right? It's just difficult, so no one wants to do it. But like if you're someone that's got like that, like I said, that go getter mentality, you want to build, you have a vision for your life that you want to build it, you have to build that thing, bro. Like you feel like I'm getting after it, I'm not gonna like let life pass me by. You realize that you're just gonna have to do it, right? You're gonna have to do it yourself, right? Another example I can give up is like if there's something in your city that you want, like you want something like I don't know. I'm just trying to think like, oh, there's no like Brazilian jiu-jitsu thing going on in your city. Like you have to go make that, right? It's kind of like how business works, right? Like, oh, there's something like there's a certain product you're like, yeah, it's just not there, and you're like, I'll go build it, right? Again, you need to have a go-getter mentality, and you need to have like an elite mentality because it's obviously very difficult to do. But like, it's that kind of mindset I'm speaking about, like the reluctant hero, like you're just called to go and do it. You're the one who's just gonna have to go and do it, right? Or if like you're an example like I like to think of is like church, right? If you're at church and like there's no like men's ministry, right? Like you have to go do it, bro. Like you have to go like speak to the pastors or whatever it is and be like, I want us to build like a men's ministry, and then you start thinking about ideas and like how you can build it, and start like the social media and get guys to come, like start the networking. Like again, you hear that it's a lot of hard work, like building something from scratch, from nothing, like absolutely nothing. It's hard. It is really hard. Like it's a difficult task, but once you build it, it's magnifique, right? Like you'll be so proud of what you've built, and also you'll have what you wanted, right? So yeah, it's just what I'm going through in this video is like, if you want something, you're just gonna have to build it, right? And again, another example I can think of is like building a sports league, right? Like something I've always wanted. Like I think most guys, right? And I've spoken about this in one or two videos before about how like most guys, if they could have it their way, we'd be like athletes or rappers or YouTubers or whatever, one of those three for sure, right? And I spoke about how my one friend told me that like he believes that every man like deep down believes that if the circumstances were right, like he could become a superstar athlete, right? And it's obviously like not true, like we can't all become superstar athletes, but either way, that points to the fact that we love sports, like we love sports, even if it's just video games or whatever it is. We love like competition. We love raw competition, and that's the main thing we love about sports. Like for me, again, if I could have it my way, I'd be a professional footballer playing for Manchester United or something. Like that'd be lovely. But life doesn't work that way, and it doesn't always go the way you want it to. But there's another avenue you can go, right? Like we obviously like working on. building ourselves into high value men, like getting financial freedom and everything. And I just thought to myself, I was like, you can build myself like my own league. Like if I've got my boys and you've got the money and everything, build ourselves like a nice indoor court, and we start up a league. Right, you start up a league with your friends and you get other teams to join or whatever. And again, that's a difficult thing to do because again, first of all, you need to go get like the money and the financial freedom and the time freedom so you're able to do something like that. Then you go and then you have to like pay to like build a thing and then work on like you build your team and you have to find other teams that want to come and play, and it's just this whole thing. But it's like again, it's something I was speaking with my friend the other day. I was saying that like you want to get to that point in life where you've achieved like the basics, right? You've got financial freedom, you've got your friend group, you've got your family and everything, and it's like now you're just looking for like new projects to do. Like that project of like building a football league, like that sounds really nice to me. But again, you don't even have to take it that far. Right now, like I love indoor football, right? And to play indoor football, like there are lots of indoor courts you can go and you can just pay like a fee for like 2 hours, right? But you need to get the guys to play, right? So you need to find the people to play with. And again, that's where the thing comes where it's like, okay, like for me, I would like it's nice if you can just get invited. Like again, at my church group that I've been going to, they play indoor soccer like every Saturday. Indoor football, they call it. In South Africa, they call it soccer. I'm not the biggest fan. I like calling it football, but yeah, they play indoor football every weekend, and that's nice. Like to get invited to something like that. But if you're not invited to something like that, like you just have to build it yourself. And even for me, like when I'm at those things, it's nice, but I still love to play like with my boys, right? And that's where like that's why I put so much emphasis on like building that friend group, right? And once you have that, like you can build. And again, speaking on the topic in general, building your friend, like you want your friend group, you're gonna have to build that yourself, right? You want to play sports every week. Like you want to play, like for me, I want to play indoor every week. I'm going to need to build that myself. I'm going to need to build that life for myself, right? And yeah, it's just it's hard. That's why people don't do it. But again, if you're gonna have that go-getter mentality, you need to do it. Like I've detailed so many times in so many videos. I mean, 30-minute long videos that like no one even watches because it's so long and no one cares. But like I've spoken about like just like the vision for the life that I want, right? And again, I spoke about like the indoor, like having your boys, and you guys go to like dinner like a couple times a week, every day if you can. Maybe you go for like dinner with like your girlfriend like twice a week or whatever it is. You go to church on Sunday. After church, you guys go for like brunch at the country club, and you just spend like the afternoon there just chilling and chatting, whatever it is. Like that's the life I want, and it's like I'm gonna have to build that myself, right? Find the people, and once you find the people, like even just something as simple as like you've got the people, like you've got your friends and stuff, but like you need to be like the one initiating, like, oh, let's go play indoor soccer on Saturday, right? Let's go do that. Like you need to like initiate stuff. Like that's how your life has to be, and you need to switch your mentality. Stop waiting for things to happen. You gotta make them happen. Like you got the resources. Like you got, and if you don't have the resources, again, you gotta have to go get them. Go get the resources, put them together, and then build. Like you're gonna have to build things yourself. Like sometimes you just call to it, right? Like it's kind of like I'm trying to think of other stories where there's like, oh, like I don't know the Batman story like that well. But I think, yeah, I think he was kind of like, oh, Gotham needs a hero, and then he comes, or whatever it is. Just something like that. Like, just picture like, let's say Spider-Man for example. Like he's the one who's got like, he's been bitten by a spider. He's got like the spider powers and everything, and like the city is getting ravaged. Like the police aren't doing their job properly. Like there are all these monsters coming in, and it's like you've got the power to go like stop it, right? It's like you don't want to do it. Like Peter Parker is just like, bro, I just want to live my life. I'm just a teenager, bro. Like I just want to go to school and talk to my girlfriend and that. I just want to like chill. But it's like you've got the powers. You call to it. Like sometimes you just call to it. Be the reluctant hero. You call to go and save people, right? But even like for your own life, like this is just to take accountability, make things happen. Stop waiting for them to happen. You'll be waiting a damn long time. Okay, but yeah, you guys let me know what you think of the topic in the comment section below, and make sure you guys subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you boys.